everything you need to know when flying into Orlando for a cruise from Port Canaveral. Well, congratulations, you finally made it. You've landed in MCO and you're headed to the cruise. Your vacation has started. So now you've got some choices to make. You could get a hotel right next to the cruise port, or within a few miles of it at least. Or you could stay right here at Orlando International Airport at the Marriott or the Hyatt. At the Hyatt, about $200 a night, and you can head out the next day. Take a shuttle to the cruise. I don't really like to do that. I like to be close enough to the cruise port the morning of my cruise that I could walk down there if I absolutely had to. So if you're going to catch a shuttle, you want to head down from level 3 to level 1. And the first thing you need to know is it's 46 miles from Orlando International Airport to the cruise terminal. Here are your options. I like the shuttles. I think you should book one ahead of time. It's about $20 per person normally each way. And here you go. You've chosen your route of transportation. You're on A1A, headed out to the cruise terminals. Now, if you need to pick anything up like sunscreen, Dramamine, Cokes, whatever for your cruise, there is nothing but a gas station out here where your hotels are. So you want to pick that up before you leave the area of Orlando International Airport, or at least before you leave the mainland. If you don't have a car, you could always take an Uber into, say, Cocoa Beach, which is only 5 or 6 miles away. But there's going to be nothing within walking distance without a car except a racetrack near those hotels. There we go. Get a glimpse of those cruise ships as you're coming over the bridges. Now, if you are without a car in Port Canaveral, this place really wasn't designed for pedestrian traffic. In the area where you're staying in your hotels, there will be sidewalks and ways to get to the restaurants and things like that, but not close to the cruise ports. Here's the one hotel that's within walking distance of a cruise port, Holiday Inn Port Canaveral. It is literally across the street from Terminal 3, but farther from the rest of the terminals. Here's a view from Exploration Tower, and you can see the cluster of hotels off in the distance. I'll drop a map in here and show you there are 8 hotels within 2 miles of Port Canaveral. The Holiday Inn right across the street, but everything else is 1.2 to 1.5 miles minimum. And you can see here, if you wanted to walk, or if you had an idea that you wanted to walk down to the cruise port, there is no sidewalk. This really just was not meant for pedestrian traffic. Could you do it? Of course you could. But it really wasn't designed for it. So you want to plan to Uber or take your hotel shuttle down to the cruise port. And all of those hotels have a shuttle to the cruise port, but some of them you'll need to book ahead of time. This is Exploration Tower. If you have time before the cruise, it's only open 10 to 5, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, but it's a beautiful view of the cruise ships. And if you're early, cruise ships usually leave 4 to 5 p.m. You'll see them sitting there. Got a little gift shop, sometimes a little cafe that's open, but not much right now during COVID. Look at that view from the top of that tower. See all the cruise ships in port. Now, here at the waterfront, you've got some waterfront restaurants. They'll be about a mile on foot from your hotel, or of course catch an Uber. That's Fish Lips, Atlantic Seafood, Grills. Great restaurants. I'm going to do a full review of those later in the series. Now, if you have more time, you can come down to Jetty Park, where you can watch every cruise ship leave. There's only one way out of Port Canaveral, and they're going to come right by you, and you can look at everyone leaving. Here's Sail Cocoa Beach. You can book this if you have a full day before the cruise. And there are several party boats right here. There are at least 3. Cost you $90 to $100 a day for 4 or 8 hour fishing trips. And all 3 of them are down here by Fish Lips, which is about a mile from your closest hotel. What have you got right here at the hotel if you don't have a car? Across the street and right next to these hotels, you got a Burger King. I see a McDonald's down there. Here's a racetrack, gas station, a
Pizza?
Zarella's Italian and wood-fired pizza, a beachwear shop, Zachary's Restaurant, steak and eggs. Here's this Radisson. Now this Radisson is pretty close to the others. It's much cheaper. This is like $110 a night compared to $140 and $170. Got a Subway here, a Kelsey's, a Thai sushi bar. And that might be as far as you'd want to go without a car. Okay, thanks for watching my video. As you can see, there are a few things to do here, but unlike some of the other ports like Tampa and Miami, there are not a lot of activities close to the port, and they're not hotels that are right on top of the port. But it has its advantages in that it's a lot easier to navigate around this port when you are in a vehicle. If you are driving in, check out my video for if you're driving to Port Canaveral. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe.